That would be amazing. Okay, we've got 90 on, which is super exciting. So I am super excited to bring the F word summit to you all today. And I know people like it's a big bit of a marketing ploy, right? The F word, people like, ooh, that's interesting. So hopefully we got your attention with that. But today you're in for a real treat, guys. Like, honestly, I have to put my glasses on so that I can actually see. But honestly, the people that are going to be introduced to you today, you are going to be able to take away so much, whether that be in your personal life or your business or whatever that looks like for you. So just to give you a bit of insight, I will come back in a moment and my husband and I will talk on the topic that we're going to talk about. But for those who don't know me, my name is Mel Goodwin. We are obviously, my husband's here to my side. We are a blended family of 7, and I have been an entrepreneur probably since the day I was born, and very blessed to be in a space where not only we are very, very blessed financially, but also very blessed, you know, in life, right? Happiness in general. And our passion is to really help as many people as we can create the life that they desire, because we've been able to do that, and we're just motivated to change as many lives and make a difference as possible. So hence why the F word is here and now. So buckle up, grab your notes, pen and paper. Sorry, I just mute someone. You will want to take notes, because there will be some light bulb moments, some truth bombs that probably might hit home. But really the intention for us is to really serve and give you what you need to hear right now. Okay, in order for you to grow, and how the journeys of others in conjunction with our F word have really helped shape the individuals you're about to hear from. And I think, you know, the biggest lesson that these lovely, amazing entrepreneurs will share with you today is that the main component, or the topic they're going to be talking about, which is relative to the F word, is what has been the biggest game change in their life to date. And that's really what we wanted to share with you guys. So it's not every day that you get the secrets behind this and the juicy sauce behind the entrepreneur world. And that's what we're going to absolutely give you today. So you can take and do with it as you please. So I'm just going to share my screen here for a second. Oh, can you guys see that? All right, let me just, present mode. Okay, hold on. That didn't work for me. Okay, can you see Josh and Britt Cross on your screen? Yes. Okay, we're good. We're good. So this is the amazing Joshua and Brittany Cross. Josh was a former police officer, a former a former 911 dispatcher. He's a church deacon and kids director of his church, and he and his wife have over $500,000 in industry earnings. So these guys are absolutely heart on legs, and you'll know and feel that once these amazing individuals start speaking. So Josh, I would, and Britt, welcome to the F word, and we'd love you to share your topic, which is the F, which is faith today. So welcome to the call.
Thank you so much, Mel. We are absolutely honored to, honestly, my favorite F word is, I don't like looking at myself. My favorite F word is faith out of them all, just because it means so much to us. But I also like fun. So real quick, if everybody would do me a favor, everybody who's on, you're only my first screen. I'm going to take a screenshot because I like to have fun. So if you would give me a big smile because you're about to get your picture taken. Amy, you're not showing. I need you on here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, one, big smile. All right, I took a screenshot. I just like to have fun. So with that, Joshua and Brittany Cross, I'm a former police officer. Brittany is a former 911 dispatcher. We got 3 kiddos. Our kids now are 17, 16, and 12. We got into this industry 7 years ago yesterday. It was January 1st of 2015. But our life prior to getting into this industry was really shaky, if you will. As a matter of fact, December 31st, New Year's Eve of 2014 was the last time we ever drank. We actually went out and we got very drunk. We didn't have a faith walk whatsoever back then. We got into a big fight that night. Our marriage was on very shaky ground, and the next day we were at home on New Year's Day, sitting on the couch, and I made a post on a Facebook group called Cop Brothers, saying that I was looking for a way to earn an extra income, and a friend of mine reached out to me and said, hey, check out what I'm doing. And when he did, I won't even talk about all the business stuff that has come from it. It's forever grateful. And we've been now today work from home parents for 6.5 years because of that. But what he also did for us is he connected me with mentors who were Christ followers. So I wanted what they had in life from business. You would have never talked me into. As a matter of fact, Brittany's dad is a preacher, a pastor, has been for as long as I've known him, and he could never reach me. And so with that being said, but these people that had what I wanted in life, they started telling me to get on these Bible studies and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. So within a couple months, I was getting on a Friday Bible study, digging into the Bible. And within a couple months, I made the decision to give my life to Christ and was ultimately baptized. And actually by my father-in-law, he baptized me. And so faith for us means a lot, because today, because of this vehicle of network marketing, and I will tell you, our first company, they changed things on us and shook things up, and it rocked our world, and it put us into limbo for a couple of years, but it didn't shake our faith. And because of this vehicle, though, of network marketing, today I get to be a deacon in my church. We started in our church a couple of years ago. There was only like 30 people that went to the church, and our church today has like 300. And I will tell you, the vast majority of that is because of the network that Brittany and I have, due to the platform that this vehicle had given us previously. We started inviting people to our church, and our church has grown astronomically. And today, now Brittany is the kids director. Whenever she took over the kids director position at our church, it was there was 6 kids. Today there is 90. So our church has grown astronomically. But so for me, what this means as far as faith, and I'm probably going to say some things that might offend some people, but oftentimes we hear people say things like, they say that their faith is number one, but then their job actually controls them, right? Their job. I have a very close friend who he misses church a lot because his job. And he's very involved. He misses church a lot, though, because his job, or church things involved with the church, because his job calls him out to work. And so we say things like, my faith is number one, or my relationship with Christ, or whatever it may be, is number one. But then something else controls what we do. So our actions don't show that. And that's one of the things I absolutely love about Q, is because I can genuinely put my faith first. Q does not come before my faith. Q does not come before my family. Whereas used to be in the corporate world, when I was a police officer, I put my job first because I felt like, well, that's what supports my family. But I was putting my job before my family. I put my job before my faith. I put my job before all them things because I had to. And so, or I felt like I had to. So that's what I love about what we get to do here, because we genuinely get to put our faith first. And this is the vehicle that allows us to be able to do that. Otherwise, much like my buddy I was talking about, he misses a lot of things in the church and he's very involved, but he has to miss a lot of things because he's controlled by his job. So then the next thing I want to talk about when it comes to faith is, like I told you, Brittany and I had a little bit of a limbo phase there for a couple of years where we were really in limbo. Are we going to continue to do this network marketing thing? Is this network marketing thing for us? And we had been praying over it pretty seriously. And at my church, we started this series. It's called Transformed. And my pastor started it in March of this year. And when he started it, and I opened it to the very first page, it said, I'm going to tell you guys, well, it's here somewhere. I can't find it. Anyway, it talked about what we think. Oh, SMART goals. There was two things. SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound, which is all things I've learned in this industry. And then also, ultimately, it talks about how we think is what life will turn, or what we will be. And so influencing how we think. So when we went into that series, Brittany and I had been praying over, like, should we continue? What are we doing? Like, we enjoy what we do as a deacon in the church and as the director of the kids, but we still felt that there was something more that we were just missing. And so we had been praying, and then we stumbled across, if you will, Q. And as we dug into it and started to meet the people here and realize this is genuinely the vehicle that will allow us to walk out our faith, provide for our family, but then also more importantly, be a vehicle that will allow us to get into people's lives and make a difference in their lives. And sometimes when you get into people's lives, it opens the door to go way deeper than just money and things like that. And you get into people's faith. So with that, I will, did you have anything else? She said, you do your thing and then I'll fill in any gaps.
The only thing that I guess two things to lead off of what he said. During that 2 years that we were kind of in limbo, a lot of people, being in the church, a lot of friends would come to us, and most often their top two prayers when they would come to ask us would be about their health or their finances. And so that's kind of why we were led to, getting involved in Q, because we knew we needed a vehicle to be able to help people in both those areas. And so that was a big thing when we talked to Brandon, and we knew that this was it. This is what we could do to help people. So, and the only other thing I would say is just making sure that you had your faith, like your faith is strong. My faith is strong in Mark, and my faith is strong in Jake. And believing in them to lead us in the right direction. They're never going to lead us astray. So.
Yeah, because without belief, if you don't have belief, faith, you won't get into action. And if you don't get into action, you're not going to have success, right?
Yeah.
So with that, we're looking at a screen. I'm sorry.
Can you see the
No, you shared the wrong screen, Mel.
I've shared the screen. All right. You guys, I can see it on my screen. It's not going on anywhere else. That's interesting. Okay, so that one.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
We see Mel and Troy now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you very much, Josh and Britt. That was amazing. And I think, yeah, a lot of us, you know, whether it be, you know, faith in whatever it is anyone believes in, right? You know, whatever that looks like for them. Even sometimes whether it's just, you know, believing in yourself, you know, faith can mean so many different things, and absolutely love what you guys have brought to the table. So thank you so much. Awesome. So Mel and Troy back again. So we're going to talk about the second F, that is pivotal. That is that a word? Pivotal. I can't even speak. Pivotal. That's it. Pivotal in what I believe now is the framework of life. Okay. And why this is really important to both of us and why we chose to speak on this. As you can see in the notes here, we're a blended family of 7. Okay. So, but prior to Troy and I'm just going to highlight ourselves. So here we go, add spotlight. Yeah. Prior to Troy and I meeting, we both had previous relationships or previous marriages. Troy had 4 children. I had 3. And the result of hustling, I suppose you'd call it, and working really, really hard for our why, which was our family and our children, actually was to the detriment of our marriage and our family unit. And so us being, I suppose, authentic and sharing that we both in our drive and desire for what we wanted for our family unit actually broke the family unit, right? So it's really important for us that, I suppose, second time over, right? We're doing a do-over. You know, there's obviously other elements as well, but I know for myself, being able, the reason I got into entrepreneurship, had my own online businesses. Now I work in the online franchise space with Q, and the reason for that was flexibility and time freedom, which resulted in being more like wanting more for our family, and in particular financially, because it wasn't great prior to me finding this industry financially. So I wanted more for the family, but as a result, in order that I was trying to achieve what I wanted for my family, I actually spent less time with my family, right? And yes, we all have to make some sacrifices along the way, but this was a long period of time. And I was like, so the reason I got in was actually the reason that broke down, right? So it's really important for us that when in business, there has to be somewhat of a balance. And as I said before, yes, there is sacrifices that you make, but it's so important to organize a date night.
Yep.
It's so important to be able to shut off. You know, when you have your own business, it's not like a traditional 9 to 5 where you can walk out of those doors of your workplace or corporate and go, I'm done. And it's not a worry anymore. When you have your own business and it's online and it's 24/7 sometimes, you've got to have the ability and I suppose the determination to be able to step away and focus on what's important and the reason why you're doing this. So whether that be, you know, obviously Josh and Britt spoke about faith, we're talking about family, because the time, and this one taught me that, you know, what is most important is time. We can never get time back. Right? So if we're going along and we're driven to get to the end goal, but if we haven't appreciated the time with our family and nurtured the family unit, then what have we actually driven for? Does that make sense? And you
ultimately you need to look at what you are doing when you are doing something. So if you're going to your Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job, which is never a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job, it ends up being extra hours. What are you getting back for that? You're getting financial reward, yes, but you are losing a lot of time with your family. if you can get a network where you can continue to build, but still have a really close-knit family around you, that's gold. And ultimately, that's what this vehicle is. Yes, there's a lot of hard work. Yes, there's a lot of sometimes different sort of hours. As you say, it's a 24-hour job, and you might be on a call at 2 o'clock in the morning. But then that means when you're getting up and running your kids to school and spending time with them versus what I used to do in hospitality was be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then I would have a break from 3 till 5 if I was lucky. And then I was finishing at 12 o'clock at night to go and do that again, making lots of money for other people and sacrificing my family time and losing connection with my family so other people were successful. Yes, I was a successful business manager, but I had nothing to show for it. Now, we have so much to show for it. Yeah, we make a very good income, but we have a very tight family network now. We have that around us, and the people that are on this call that I know personally have become our family as well. And, you know, I can very much see one lovely lady, and I won't say her name, but she is so close to us and
we speak to her daily.
speak to her daily, and we look at her as a sister, and I know I definitely do. And that's where this vehicle will take you. It will build and expand your family network, and it won't take away from your blood family. It creates other families,
which is at the end of the day, you know, so important.
And
you can have it all. You can, I suppose, at the end of the day, you can have it all.
Yes.
Right. It's just being able to balance that and the I suppose, stick with your morals, stick with your values, and place importance on your family time, and then do what you need to do in your business life in that time. And be able to make the best of everything.
And that focus is so much easier to do because you can do this alongside your family. You're not going to an office. You're not going to an area away and sacrificing that time. And it's something you'll never get back. And unfortunately, it took us both a long time to realize that you'll never get that time back.
Yeah. Absolutely. Awesome. Okay, that's our time up, guys. So thank you for listening. I'm going to bring on the amazing Kayla Milner. Now, let me just find this slide deck. As you guys can see, I'm not getting it right. Can you guys see the slide now? Kayla, beautiful. Okay, so Kayla is going to be talking about friends and fun. Okay, so another 2 F's for you. And as you can tell by her photo, how cool is she, right? And how fun is she? She's a mum of 3. She's got a beautiful little bubba that's growing up so quick, little Billy. And Billy's on Zooms with her all the time in her online business. She's a FIFO wife. That says exclamation mark 10 years in recruitment, but actually it's 10 years in recruitment, not exclamation mark 0 in recruitment. And she's a passion for empowering mamas. And I believe she's an industry and social media influencer. She probably doesn't think so because she's very humble, but I absolutely believe she is. So I'm going to turn the time over to the beautiful Kayla to talk about, the friends and the family side of business. Are you there, Kayla?
Yeah, thanks so much, Mel and Troy. Really appreciate that and love listening to your story as well. And I can really, really relate with a lot of the stuff that you said about family. And at the end of the day, I think so many friendships become family in this business. And that's what I absolutely love about it. And for me, actually 5.5 years ago, I had no idea what network marketing even was. I fell into the industry because I had my daughter, my first baby, and I wanted something that I could do from home. Fell into the industry, and now I haven't looked back. Like Mel just said, my youngest is 8 months old, and she is on 9 times out of 10 Zooms with me. I've had to get my husband, he's home, thank God, and get him to take the kids so that I could have some breathing space. Otherwise, it is always hectic. But that's what I love about this business. At the end of the day, I do this business because of the kids. So they're on the Zooms with me, and that's what it is. But I want to take you back, I guess, 5.5 years ago when I did fall into the industry. I never had, and it's funny that Mel said that about social media, because I never had Facebook. I never had social media 5.5 years ago. I didn't have it. Fell into the industry. My upline basically said, look, you need it. And I ummed and ahed because I didn't want it. But I am so incredibly glad that I did start up Facebook and start connecting with people that I hadn't spoken to in a long time, because back then I had a very small circle of friends, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I absolutely love my life now. I love the friendship circles that I've got, and that is wide and far because I did come back onto Facebook, because I did start connecting with people, and we are absolutely in the business of making friends and connecting with people. One of my beautiful friends and mentors, Amy, who you'll hear from very, very soon, we used to be in the same network marketing company together. We met at a leadership retreat. We connected. We were never financially linked. And, you know, if you take anything from this, if you connect with somebody and you have a really great friendship and relationship, build on that, expand on that, because you never know where it's going to take you. And because of her, because of that relationship and that friendship that we had and that we grew, we came to Q. So it's just been an absolutely incredible journey. One thing that I've really learned since coming to Q is that all of my friendship circles, whether that they be in Q, whether they're not in Q, they're stronger for what I'm doing here. The girls and the women, mostly mums that I'm meeting and that are coming into my life through my friends that are bringing all these other incredible, beautiful people into my life. I've got such strong friendships with them now. I never would have met them before if it wasn't because of Q. And I can see that no matter where life kind of heads in what direction, 5, 10, 20 years time, we're going to be friends because we've just got that connection. And as you can see, and I know I could see it popping up in the chat, yes, fun. There's lots of F words that I love, but fun is one of them. And what I love about this business as well is it's not always business. We're here, yes, for the business, but at the end of the day, you want to have fun along the way. And whether that's sending gifts to each other, making each other laugh, jumping on Zooms just cause, and just chin wagging, getting to know the other person, getting to know what their family circle's like, what kids they have, how many kids that they've got, where they're going on holidays to, all of those kind of things. It really is about connecting, getting to know each other, and just expanding and building on that. I'm going to wrap it up. I could talk all day, but I'm not going to, because I know we've got lots of speakers to get through. Yes. But friendship is absolutely everything, and being able to build on those friendships here because of Q and create stronger, more intentional friendships, not knowing that you just have to meet somebody because you're trying to get them into your business. It's not about that at all. And that's one thing that I've loved since coming to Q. When I'm meeting other mums out and about at kindy or at the park, there's never any intention to try and get them into my business. It's about building a solid connection and friendship with them and seeing where that goes.
Okay, awesome, Kayla. Everyone is like, you are just a ball of energy. they can tell you're fun. So thank you so much. Can everybody see my screen now? Have I got it right? Glenn Rollins. Beautiful. Getting the hang of this. Fantastic. So the next up is fitness with Glenn Rollins. And certainly by that picture and probably by the way he looks today, you guys are like, yep, I'm going to listen to this man on fitness. So obviously Glenn will go into it, but it's really important, that when you are running a business, that you have balance in all areas of life and stamina, right? So being able to have stamina in business, and that's really what the F in fitness is all about. So Glenn's been 9 years in the direct sales industry. He's an Army veteran, personal trainer, exercise science, and he just loves helping others change their lives physically and financially. And this is what you'll love about this crew, guys. The leaders, the collective of leaders that, do millions and millions of dollars in sales every month in this business. So it is, you are talking to the absolute experts in the field. So I'm going to turn the time over now to Glenn. So fire away, Glenn. Oh, you're muted.
Okay. Hey, can y'all see me? Okay, cool. All right. Hey guys, man, that's kind of tough to follow. These guys are some of the best leaders in the industry. I appreciate you guys for sharing so far. And all of these F's are very, very important. I feel like they're all interconnected together, and especially my topic, fitness. So first of all, I'd like for you guys to type in the chat. I want to know how many of you take your fitness seriously. before New Year's resolutions. Like you guys eating correctly, exercising. Just tell me if you guys take your fitness seriously, because I think that's super important. And then rolling off of that, a little bit about my background. I was in the military for 7 years, you know, and I loved fitness. I was always had the #1 PT score in my unit. It was just my passion. And I had a dream to do 20 years in the military and retire at the ripe old age of 37 years old, but that didn't happen. Ended up jumping out of a perfectly good airplane and ended up injuring my knee and my back. So then I decided to take my passion somewhere else, and I went to college and furthered into the fitness industry. So I ended up getting a exercise science, diet, nutrition, kinesiology degree. But guess what happened in the meantime? I accrued $90,000 in student loan debt. And so I know they're talking about family and time, and you know, you'll hear about finances here in a little bit. But I just dug myself in so much debt. Like, you know, I'd become a personal trainer and they make pretty good money, but I didn't have the time to do the things I enjoy. And it was just super hard to get out of that debt. So luckily one day somebody introduced me to this industry. And just like I'm sure a lot of you guys that are on here told the person no that you got, you know, got on, finally said yes. I think I've earned a little bit over $1.4 million so far in the industry. But what I love about what we do and here in Q Sciences is we help everybody physically and financially. So I have fitness. And the thing about helping people physically is that it's all interconnected. So if you have more energy, you'll be able to go to church more. Some people, they wake up and they're like too tired, like, man, I don't want to go to church today. You know, and in our business, if you have more energy, guess what? You're able to talk to more people. And like Melanie said, you have more stamina. So if you guys are physically fit, I mean, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I really don't want to ever go to bed. I want to do this business 24/7. And I don't recommend you guys do it as much as I do, but I can go until 10 o'clock at night. But that's because I got the stamina. So it helps me with that. Also, I'm able to have the energy to help my be there for my family. So my daughter gets off from school. You know, I pick her up from school and like we do homework and we exercise and we take her to karate. So it definitely helps with all that. But with all that being said, just think about fitness for 1 second. It helps with disease. So you guys are going to live longer. Okay. It's going to put you in a better mood. You know, so it's going to put you in a better mood. You're going to sleep better. It blocks negative thoughts. You know, it helps you manage your weight, better husband, better father, better faith, better everything about fitness. And what the reason that I joined Q Sciences is for multiple reasons. We have products that are safe. So being a personal trainer, like I'd always send people to GNC, but we don't know who made those products. We don't know if they're safe. They get on the shelf and they get off the shelf as soon as I got them on a product. I mean, our products are tested for everything underneath the sun. Products that taste good. Do you guys like products that taste good? Our products, like even our like products for kids taste good here. You know, our products are multiple supplements in one. So I'm not having to say, hey, I want you to go get this, 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 and this. So each product is multiple supplements in one. You know, we have something pretty much for everybody. But what I love, let's see, I have notes and they're like all written crazy, like everywhere, but, yeah. So, again, like why I chose this company is for all the F's that we talked about, but basically being in fitness, this is a consumable product. Like you can choose multiple other network marketing companies, but when people run out of our energy product or a weight loss product or stuff for your joints, like they're going to keep reordering. So the work that you do now is going to pay you years down the road as far as like our products go. But fitness is just so important. It just interconnects with all of the F's put together. So I'm probably over my 5 minutes. So I'll turn it back over to you guys.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sure many people who work with you, Glenn, get excited because you're so motivating. So thank you so much. Awesome, guys. Well, the next person up is a hot mama of 4. She is, can you guys see that? Making sure I got this right. It's down pat. You can see Amy. on the screen. Beautiful. So she's going to talk all things finances. Okay. So that's a really important F, because a lot of people that we speak with in the online world, you know, they're so driven to achieve the financial outcome. And that's why we talk about all the 5 Fs, because it's having that balance of each of the Fs to be able to achieve the finance side of things, right? So I'm excited to introduce 2 people that are going to be speaking about finances today. But firstly, the amazing Amy. Amy and I have been friends for many years. She's been 16 years in business, former gym owner, mum of 4, and she consciously living in her power and providing opportunities and a platform to women to step into their own. So she's a powerful entrepreneur. So Ames, are you there? Over to you, babe.
I am. Thank you so much, Mel, for that intro and your friendship and your persistence with me in joining you in this incredible opportunity. I am forever grateful for that. So thank you. Awesome. If you're not pumped up already, I don't know whether much more will pump you up, because I have always lived by the reason that you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And the people that are on this call today that are speaking, they are the ones I choose to surround myself with. And I think you're probably getting very, very clear now why. And I believe that you want to up-level your life. And for me this year, it is all about raising my standards. And when you change your environment and those that you surround yourself with, that is one way in which you will be able to raise your standards. So for me, yes, I have been 16 years in business. I love all things business, number, and creating freedom and choice for me and my family. And talking of family, yes, the 4 of them are behind that door. So you know what, they could come running through any time now. But it has taken a long time for me to understand what it was that I have always been chasing. And I've always been chasing financial freedom. And I think it's a buzzword. And let's be honest, like, throw a 1 in the chat if one of those reasons you came into this industry or you are looking for something is to have financial freedom. And I think in the times that we've been through, thanks Courtney, thanks Jade, Naomi, yes, the times that we've been through in the last 2 years, I think it has highlighted so much around having a financial fortress around you and your family, having a plan B, having additional streams of income, and not having all of your eggs in the one basket. Being able to have freedom of choice to choose what it is that you want, and not be dictated by anyone else or having that taken away from you. And so over the 16 years, and I've been 6 years in this industry has taught me so much about myself, but more importantly about my financial behavior, my habits, and my blueprint. And there was one thing that attracted me to this company, and I wanted to share that because I think, the buzzword around having that leveraged income is financial freedom. Now, most companies can show you and give you a system to follow, give you great products, and excite you to be able to make an additional income and make it sound easy. But what I do know is there is no other company in this industry that is educating, guiding, and helping the field and the partners to take and have financial responsibility. Because for so long, I was able to create income. I was always able to, when we needed it, when we were at our low points and when, the bank accounts weren't looking so great, I was always had the ability to go out and create more income. However, I struggled to keep the income. I struggled to learn how to have that income work for me and create wealth so that I could have what I, potentially wanted, which was time freedom. And so it's all good to earn additional income, but if you don't know or have the awareness around your current money behaviors and habits, more money isn't going to fix that. And here is why I believe this company is flipping the industry on its head, is doing it differently. And it is because we are straight up truth. We are straight up no BS. We are straight up raising standards. We won't talk into the smoke and mirrors and, talk about what it is you can potentially earn and the income and all the money and all the things you can have. We show you all the things you need to learn, improve and increase your financial IQ to have and keep what it is that you're chasing or that you desire. Because when you up level those things, you can have what most won't have, which is less stress, to be happier, to be freer, to have choice. And when you have choice and you are happier and you are less stressed, you have more opportunity. Opportunity is always passing us, but when you are in a better positive state of mind, you see the opportunity. And opportunities are passing us every single day. So most don't achieve financial freedom in this industry because they see it to be too far out of reach. So the reality is more could and would do it when we own and take 100% responsibility of everything in our life and everything not in our life. And when you shine a light on your current reality. And the fact of the matter is that is scary shit. That shows and unveils and exposes all of our insecurities. But when you're in a community and a culture and a company that is safe and creates an environment to be all that you are and to expose all of that and still feel empowered, that is an incredible community to be part of. And that is something that I absolutely love helping and guiding and sharing with so many that are coming into my network and that I am meeting through Q. So for so long, as I said, I was able to make money, but I haven't been able to keep it. And the last 12 months, where most have had the most excruciating, grueling financial stress and situations and circumstances that they've been in because of what is going on in our world, we have had the most successful 12 months of mine and my family's life, financially, health-wise, because of what we were able to shine a light on and to understand my money blueprint and my issues and behavior and habits around money and take control of it, take ownership of it, and to have a company that I believe our number one product and why it is people are joining us are purely because of the financial freedom that movement that they are creating and what that offers. To share and help people take, financial responsibility, because at the end of the day, it isn't about how much money I am able to create. It is about what the money gives me. And the money gives me freedom and choice and time with my family. And that is invaluable, which is why I will continue to help so many more in this business create more money so that I can have those things with my family. And I know that when someone relieves or takes that pressure off financially, relationships are calmer and happier. Your health isn't under constant that fight, flight stress. You have more meaning and purpose to your life. And so why money can be a taboo topic, it's also something that we can't bury our heads in the sand about. And when you have a company that guides and highlights that and educates and helps you understand that, that is where you will create more financial freedom for more people to have more impact, to go and live the life that they desire and have the freedom and choice that we all really want. So I am forever grateful for this company flipping the industry on its head and taking away the fact that it isn't just about making more money, having leverage income, but sharing with those that are making that money, how to keep that money working for them, so that we're not living in a society where it's all about instant gratitude or instant gratification and wanting for the now. We can live in the now, but want for the future. And when you can set yourself up for the future, that is when you will have the life that you desire and really surround yourself with those that are having it too. Because the one thing I have learned is never take advice from broke, unhappy people that don't have what I want. And that is why I surround myself with these people on this call, is because they have achieved and they are doing what it is that I want, and they allow me to raise my standards. So I hope that has inspired you. I get to hand it over to this epic human right now. I'll get Mel back on the call, but what I do, I guess, encourage you to do is take a screenshot, shine a light on your current reality, your finances, all of the F's, your family, your relationships, and your health right now, and then raise your standards. Thanks for listening, guys.
Boom, mic drop. So many nuggets there. Guys, just to keep you awake, because I know we've been going for about 40 minutes now. So drop in the comments below what has really been a takeaway for you. What's really exciting you right now about those, the F's that you've heard about so far. So you've heard about faith, family, friends, fun, fitness, finances, right? So drop in the comments what you're super excited about. Get the energy happening, because boy, oh boy, Amy's just really given us a massive, you know, light bulbs and mic drop. And you're about to hear now from the man himself that is the reason that we are all here. Okay. This gentleman is, I don't know, it's so hard to explain, is the reason that I myself personally have created a life that we have now. He's been a mentor. He's a brother. He's not, you know, he's not a mentor in the sense that, you know, untouchable. He's like our brother, right? He is a serial entrepreneur. He has a mansion that I don't know, probably this beautiful family would get lost in, but the most humble entrepreneur you would ever meet. Heart-centered, absolutely, servant leader. He's always here to help every single one of us. He has done over, guys, 600 million in sales in the last 7 years that he has been in this industry, and I was very fortunate to be able to partner with him for those 7 years. So you are in the best hands, and you are in for a treat right now, because when this man speaks, we all listen. So, sir, I know you will feel very blessed by that introduction, but I would love to welcome you to the call today, and share your wisdom with everyone on here.
Well, thank you for the amazing introduction. I appreciate you, Troy and Mel, tremendously, especially all the way over in Bendigo, Australia. I miss y'all. It seems like forever since I've been able to actually fly over there. It's almost been actually this month will be 2-year mark since I've been actually to Australia. So I really don't know what to say, because Amy just like stole the show. She's just such an amazing speaker, amazing trainer, and so inspirational. But yeah, this industry, I'm going to talk a little bit about finances too. It really dramatically changed my trajectory of where I was going in life, you know, being a traditional business owner and then becoming a single father, having full custody of my oldest 2 kids. My son was a little young, under 1 year old. My daughter was 2. And I was, and that's them running in here now. I'm actually, and Judy's being the boss and pushing them out. I'm actually on vacation right now in New Mexico. We're leaving tomorrow. But it was so crazy because I really didn't know what to do. I was stressed, I was depressed, I was down and out. And, you know, the 5 F's really came really critical at that moment. You know, the first one being faith, and started to really, you know, pray about what should I do next? And I'm not trying to tell you what you should believe in, but you should believe in something. And, you know, he guided me down this path of the e-commerce business, the network marketing industry, direct sales. And I thought it was a joke. And, you know, honestly, I got into just to make a little extra cash. And my whole idea was be able to spend more time with my family, not knowing the possibilities that held in front of me for my future to grasp and be able to take, to provide my family the way we live now, and to be able to inspire other people that they can achieve anything they put their mind to. And I'm actually wearing my 5F shirts right now, faith, family, friends, fitness, and finance. And I think you have to protect that at all costs. And once you do, you know, Amy said something about how she was used to chase financial freedom, everything else. It's when I stopped chasing it is when it started coming. When I stopped making decisions that were only beneficial to me and more beneficial to other people, that's when I started winning. When you start going to do things that literally, like, what goes around comes around, the more you give, more you get. That was really what was really the spark of momentum of my livelihood, is stop doing things that benefit you and start doing things that benefit other people more. And it was so crazy because, you know, I started making a lot of money in this industry. I think my biggest check was a little over $813,000 in 1 month. And what's so crazy is I didn't have somebody to teach me what to do with the money. And Miss Mel was able to actually see that in the present of me, where I was buying a bunch of cars and a bunch of houses and ranches and all kinds of things that probably didn't really need to buy, to be honest with you. And I was always paying for the dinners. I was taking everybody on these crazy like outings and, you know, just blowing money like it was no other. And then when I got introduced to Q, it was totally different. It's all about, it wasn't like, hey, I'm cool because I have a nice car. I'm cool because I have a nice house. I'm cool because I have a nice watch. It was, I'm cool because I have money in my bank account now. It's cool because it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. I'm cool because I have an emergency fund now. I'm cool because now I'm teaching other people how to prepare for their taxes. And it's okay to actually not upgrade your lifestyle and to act broke and stack cash. It was cool to be like that. And I saw somebody say in the chat, you know, no more hype. That's the exact thing that why I love about Q Sciences is because we teach business leadership, not MLM leadership. And it's not about the hype. It's generally attracting people for the right reasons. And so you don't have to be great to start. You just got to start to be great. And you got to make a decision, like, when is the best time to work on your financial situation? If not now, then when? If not you, then who? Who deserves it more than you? It's never going to come at the right time. You just got to take that leap of faith and take action. And that's exactly what happened. And I have to say, like, I'm actually really enjoying Q and the build because of the fact that literally I'm seeing more people have more money in their bank account, more people being able to take care of their family and do other things. And it's just been a true blessing by teaching the right methods in this industry instead of just the next shiny object. I just want to give thanks to Mel and Troy for putting on this call and all the other leaders that are on here training too as well. I could say so much more, but honestly, I think I'll be repeating a lot of the things that Amy said. She just crushed the call tonight, and you're in for a treat. There's a lot of great more speakers that are me speaking just here shortly that you're going to be blowing mine to as well. And I'm just honored and privileged to share the stage with each and every one of them because these are amazing individuals. And if you have the opportunity to work with any of these speakers tonight, don't take their time for granted. They are the elite of the elite in this industry, and they were asked to speak on this call for a reason because they're crushing the game and they're inspiring and helping so many people around the world. So thank you, Mal and Troy, for giving me the honor and privilege to jump on this call and share the stage with each and every one of y'all because it's an amazing journey that we're witnessing together and creating history together. And I know 2022 is going to be amazing too. So I hope everyone has a great night or a great morning if you're in Australia. I'll pass it back to you, Troy and Mel.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. You're just you're one of the most inspirational people I've ever met in my life, and that's 100% true, mate. Thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason we're all here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so the next speaker is Tanya Casanovas. So Tanya, as Troy said before, she's our sister. Like Brad's our brother, Tanya's our sister, and we've only met through this amazing opportunity. So Tanya herself has had a lot of experience in corporate real estate, from traditional business ownership. She's been in the industry 7 years, and she's in Q, she's a six-figure earner, and she's really driven to help other people turn their plan Bs into their plan A. And yes, she is the science geek, but she's not allowed to talk about any science today. She's going to be talking about F, which is for forgiveness. So baby, there, we'll welcome you to the call.
Hey guys, how are you all? So great to have you on here. Now, I'm going to ask for forgiveness. I do have a staffy in the background which likes to bark when I'm on calls now. So please forgive me if he starts, and it could very much well happen. I thought I was going to have to fight. That's another F word, Amy, for the finances part. But when we knew forgiveness was another F word, I knew straight away, and I put my hand up immediately that this is what I needed to talk about. And I hope that no tears flow within this 5 minutes that I'm going to speak to you, because I'm actually speaking from the heart. Sarah Spencer, the amazing Sarah Spencer, added forgiveness to our 5 Fs just recently, and it really hits home for me. So as mentioned, I've been in the industry. I've been with Q nearly 3 years now, and over the last 2 months, for people that are close and dear to me and my team know that I have been sideswiped. I've had my husband leave me very unexpectedly, and I had to come out about 10 years of domestic violence. So this has been probably one of the biggest journey for me over the last 2 months. But now I get to share a little bit about forgiveness with you all. Forgiveness, you know, if you look at the term of forgiveness, it's all about the voluntary process of letting go. Okay. Most people think about forgiveness as being someone you have to forgive, right? Someone else that's done something wrong to you. You're holding a grudge against someone. You've got bitterness for something that someone has done to you. But what I want to talk about is forgiveness of self. Okay. There's a lot of us that are in this industry that need to get over ourselves, need to forgive ourselves. And I'm going to add a couple of more F's in here, guys. To me, forgiveness, when I sat down, I was thinking, okay, what other F words can I use? Because I'm pretty sure Amy and I have got a favorite F word, which is not on this one, which we tend to drop a lot in our private
G-rated.
We're G-rated, right? But to me, forgiveness is to be fearless in failure. Okay, to be fearless in failure. We need to forgive ourselves for past failures. We need to forgive ourselves for the wrong choices we've made. We need to forgive ourselves and take the grief and bitterness away from ourselves. This is the reason that a lot of people don't get started in this industry, because they've had past failure. They need to forgive themselves for the choices that they made, because at any point of time in life, there's a whole set of circumstances that create that choice that you made. You may not have been around the right people, like Amy said, you know, surrounding yourself with the right people. You may not have had the right direction. You may not have had the right fitness and stamina, as Glenn was talking about. You may not have had the friend circle of people helping and supporting you, right? There's points in your life that, yes, there are some things that you can control and there's some things that you can't control. But with the things you can control, everyone ultimately has a choice in every second of every day. And it's a personal choice, right? And we all have the choice, and we can all choose to forgive ourselves at any split moment in time. I'm choosing to forgive myself for making the wrong choices in maybe partners that I've had over the years. I'm forgiving the fact that I haven't seen warning signs. I've forgiven the fact even that I've had to step away from my business for 2 months. I could have very easily gone down the track, well, I'm a failure. I've had to step away. I had to let my team go. I've had to cut off certain friendships. I've had to bear the burden of what I've hidden for 10 years. I've had to have judgment from people, and I have to forgive myself for every single thing for me to move forward. Okay. Now we need to forgive ourselves, as I said, for past mistakes and choices that we've made, but also outside of ourselves is we do have to forgive others for their judgment on us. Another reason people fail to move forward in this business, or you come in and you give up far too easily, is through the judgment of others. You need to forgive that judgment from others, because that judgment is usually coming from a place that you can't control. They may be jealous of you. They may be envious of you. They may not understand, okay? But the thing is, you've got a choice in every moment to push those judgment that aside, because that's their issues. It's not something you'll ever be able to deal with. And you need to own your own issues. You need to own your own journey, and you need to, hand on heart, forgive yourself. I can't say it enough. Being fearless in failure. We're all going to fail. We fail every second of the day, right? But we're failing forward every second of the day to hit and go over the line. Right. And if we don't forgive ourselves every day, I'm going to get better. I'm going to choose better. As Amy said, I want to raise my standards. Every minute of every day, we raise our standards. Some of us have to go back to living day to day in the now and going, okay, what am I going to achieve today? Not what am I going to achieve in 3 months, because it overwhelms us when we're not in the right mindset. We just go, what can I do today to raise my standards and forgive myself for the chocolate cake? Forgive myself for not doing any IPA today. Forgive myself for not reaching out to someone. It's done. It's the past. This is the now. Let's move forward. Hand on heart, all forgive ourselves for our past failures, and let's move forward with this amazing opportunity in Q.
Amazing.
And the dog didn't bark.
I think there was yes, you kept it G-rated. That's very, very good.
Unlike me.
Doesn't happen often.
No, that's right. But I'm sure everyone appreciates it. So, wow, amazing. And yeah, just seeing your journey has been absolutely inspirational. So much love. Awesome. Well, as Tanya said, our one of our co-owners of the company actually kind of added the forgiveness F just recently. So prior to that, there were 5 the 5 Fs. Then we add forgiveness. And then we really thought about as a collaborative team, we actually thought about what else was really important to us and what we could help you guys with in terms of some other F words. So one that we thought of was freedom. And there's no better person to speak about freedom than the beautiful Sean and Ali Gwynn. Now, I believe Ali is going to be the speaker today. So these beautiful couple, they've had 11 years in the direct selling industry, former firefighter and gym owners, family of 4 with 2 boys, 27 and 10. Ali doesn't look old enough, or Sean, I should say, to have children that age. And they just absolutely have a passion to empower everyone. And you'll really get that feeling when you listen to Ali, is because like Amy and like Tanya and like Kayla, she's so full of energy, and I'm absolutely excited to announce her to the call. So are you there, Ali?
I am here. I'm here. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, awesome. So clearly everyone has said amazing things. It is so hard to follow this group of people. So I have 3 things that I want you guys to write down, because mine is over freedom. And these 3 things have helped us understand the power of Fuse Science and what we all have our hands on. All ready? You ready to write them down? Okay. This is my motto for 2022, and I'm just going to give it to all of you guys. Ready? If it is to be, it is up to me. Maybe somebody jot that in the chat. If it is to be, it is up to me. Second thing, this is powerful. Financial freedom is the one freedom that makes all other freedoms possible. Okay, y'all think about that. I know some people would say, blah, 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 but listen, your faith, financial freedom can allow you to tithe more. Your family, financial freedom can allow more time with your family. Your friends, financial freedom can allow you to have more time with them and more, just be present with them. Your fitness, financial freedom can allow you to buy organic food and join the good gym and have time to go work out. So when I say that financial freedom is the one freedom that makes all other freedoms possible, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all ready for the last one? We have the freedom to make 2022 the best year that all these F's that we've talked about that we have ever had. We all have the freedom to do that. I know we have all literally been through hell and high water with everything that's happened in our world, and all we can control is what we do. We have the freedom to do that. And I am speaking to myself, and I know I've had conversations with people on here about this, but we have the freedom to do that. Y'all, this industry has allowed Sean and I more freedoms than I can even explain. But let me just give you 2 very deep personal ones. This industry, the financial side and the time side, Sean was adopted and dealt with a lot of issues. I'll say issues, a lot of struggles that adoption can have, especially when he did not know anything about his biological family. 8 years ago, I was able to have the time and the financial wherewithal to find his biological family. It was a process. It took 5 months and a lot of work, but I was able to do that because of this industry. My older son, Dylan, 27, he wanted to play professional arena football. This industry and the freedom that comes with it allowed Sean and I not only to put him through camps and trainings and everything to be able to then play professional arena football. And then not only that, we were able to travel and go to his games and never miss a beat. So When I say freedom, I'm telling you guys, this industry, if you will just take it in your soul, if it is to be, it is up to me. Know that the freedoms that come with it can set everything free in your world that maybe be a struggle or maybe be something, you know, even a health issue. If you have the freedom to go to the best doctor and, like I said, buy the organic foods and do everything that you can do when you have the financial freedom and the time freedom to do it. I never want to say that money solves all problems. Of course it doesn't. We all are smart enough to know that. But the freedom that it allows you to have when you have that financial freedom and that time freedom, that's why I can say that freedom is the one thing, or financial freedom is the one thing that makes all other freedoms possible. So I'm excited for 2022. I am excited for this team. I'm grateful for this team, and I am going to turn it back over to Mel.
Amazing. I love that, Ali. I've definitely wrote those 3 down. So they'll be coming to, they'll be being seen a lot, I think, which is super exciting. So appreciate you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Well, we're moving to the last speaker, and I want you guys to just hold on, okay? Because what we're going to announce after the last speaker is absolutely going to blow your mind, and we are super excited about sharing that, okay? So make sure you hold on. I know it's been a call that's probably gone for an hour because we're all so passionate, but just one more speaker and then you get to find out the good, juicy stuff, okay? But that's not to take away from this amazing speaker. She sounds a little bit different to all of us. She's not American. She's not Australian. I'll get you guys to you know, maybe type in the chat where she's from when she starts speaking. So she's a wife and mama of 2. She just absolutely has a passion for inspiring others, ability to future pace. So her topic is future, right? And she's an absolute industry leader. I know she'll be super nervous right now. I'll know will be super nervous right now. So let's all cheer her on. Elaine, are you there, gorgeous? She might have dropped out because she was having problems with her after all that. Elaine, are you there?
Let me check the participants and see if she's just hiding.
I know she was having trouble with internet. I talked her up. No, she is amazing, but I know she was in a bad spot. Now, I don't think she's on.
I think she dropped out. Yeah.
All good. We will catch up with Elaine next time. But what one thing, and Tan, you might want to add on that, because I know Elaine was really going to, you know, capture exactly what future, the F for future was about. And that is that, you know, a lot of the time we get so caught up and Amy mentioned it about the instant gratification. Right? The instant gratification where we expect everything now. And absolutely, this one here is not even looking, is guilty. And I used to be, but realistically, when we really start looking at obviously goals and how we can future pace that and what needs to happen, and the commitment and the dedication and the consistency and the loyalty that needs to happen to build that muscle to set yourself up long term, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. Things just don't happen overnight. So it's being able to not just think in the now, not just want everything handed to you on a platter and expect that it's going to happen overnight.
I think that's what it is too, Mel. It's expectation, right? The expectations that coming into this industry, and I know Naomi touched on it, and Brandon talked about, you know, the hype of the normal MLM industry, that you're just going to come in, you're going to make money, you're going to succeed. This is where business training, business mindset, and future planning for a future, because my goal is to turn people's plan Bs into plan As, right? A plan B does not turn into a plan A in the future unless there's a lot of skills that are going to be learned, a lot of patience, and a lot of growth to look forward to that future. And one thing I always mention when I'm on calls and setting expectations for future growth, it all comes down to, I look at this whole business like an apprenticeship. Now, I'm not sure if you guys call it an apprenticeship in the States, where someone's learning a skill base and it takes them many years to do it. I think it's called an apprenticeship, not sure over there. But you're coming in on day one, depending if you've got what recognition of prior learning, like you might come in with some skills or another business you've done before and you've got this network, or you come in totally green, right? We as mentors and leaders in this industry need to set expectations for your future success, for your future growth. Some people are going to run out of the gates like an Amy, right? And hit a certain target, and she does it well. But guess what? That came with recognition of prior learning before she hit the ground running. So it's just like any job, any industry, anything you do, you sit down on day one, there's an operations manual, there's someone as a mentor telling you what to do, right? You're not going to know how to fix that car as an apprentice mechanic on day one or in day two or month two, right? It's a learning journey of skills that you build along the way. So being realistic about future projections is really important. And as a mentor and as a team leader, you need to make sure you set those expectations with anyone coming in this industry, because it is long term. We're not here for the 3 month, 6 month, 1 year mark. We want people to be committed to know they're going to learn different skills, and everyone comes in at different levels, and your future projection and growth is going to be different to everybody else's. But by not setting that commitment that this is going to be a long-term thing for you, that people that win in this industry are usually here for more than 5, 7, 10 years. It's just like going to be a doctor. Okay, you don't go to medical school to give up after 1 year. This is exactly the same thing. This is a profession. This is a skill set. This is an amazing way of making money. And set your future projection with some authenticity around your skill levels now, and the fact that you need to be coachable and mentored, and you want room for growth.
I love that. You just nailed it. And Elaine will be super happy then.
My name's Elaine Delgado.
Exactly. All right, guys. So we have come to the exciting part. Okay. I just put myself on the spotlight. Before I announce it, I want to, I suppose, I know you've heard from these amazing people and business owners and entrepreneurs and leaders in our space. And what we've been able to do is we are joining forces. So we are collaborating, where we are now, I suppose you're exclusive, but we're not going to be exclude anyone. But we are what we call your inner circle. So inner circle within our business, I suppose, collaboration, where these leaders are the ones that are truly making a difference and putting the runs on the board. So this is now your inner circle, and these people are strategically chosen, right? They have stood the test of time, and they deserve the accolades that comes with being part of the inner circle, to make decisions, to really start making an impact, not only with their own team and their own business, but at a bigger, greater level. So the inner circle, that's something that you guys can strive for, right? That is something that we're not just closed off. It will be somewhat fluid, and those people really showing up can have the ability to grow and be better and participate in the inner circle. So the people that you've met today obviously have been selected for that inner circle. Brandon's a given, because he started us, right? So, but really what we're wanting to do is we want to offer the inner circle to you guys. So what I want you to do is put in the chat, like, whatever you want, an emoji, like whatever comes from your heart. If you would like to be mentored and coached weekly by free and exclusive by this inner circle group, right? because there's going to be someone in this group that's not in your upline, and or you're not even in our company right now, but you'll want to get more of someone, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to bring this collaboration of our inner circle to each and every one of you. So the chat's just going off. You guys are super excited that we're giving you complete access for free for 6 weeks in a business blueprint boot camp where you're going to learn. Okay, we've just gone over the 5 F's now, but you're going to learn the actual do's and the skills and the training you need to achieve what you're looking to achieve. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to show you my screen here now to give you an idea what is involved in that. Okay, and this is going to be these guys and myself and Troy, like we're putting our time into providing such value for you guys over this 6 weeks. Okay, this is going to be business in a box. All you need to know from different personalities and from different leaders on how to grow your business and generate an income that you only ever dreamt of, that what we've achieved. We will give it to you transparently, no BS, no hype. It's all about, complete transparency. So it's free, exclusive 6-week business boot camp, learning all the skills training you need to achieve your goals. Now, this is going to be held on a Friday evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which equates to a Saturday, 1 p.m. Victorian, New South Wales time. Okay, on a Saturday. So it is something that we're not going to be recording them because these are going to be action and live. So we want you guys to show up and turn up. If there's a legitimate reason, we can send you the recording, but it's not going to be just out there for everyone. As you can see down the bottom, this is exclusive access to 6 and 7-figure entrepreneurs, right? This is not just to take for granted. This is something that we want you to commit to because we're committing to you as well. So we leave no one behind. You're not going to fall through the cracks with this business boot camp, okay? And it's by application only. So what we want you guys to do is, and the time right now is 111 in Queensland and 222 in Victoria. So if anyone's into numbers, then that's just mind blowing. Where everyone's on the right track. So it's by application only. Okay. So what I mean by that is there needs to be 3 questions that you answer and send to one of the inner circle members for us to then evaluate and approve your application. Okay, so those 3 questions that you need to answer for us to identify, and don't be scared off, this is just for us to identify your commitment level, okay, and where you're at, and really that you're going to take this business blueprint and boot camp and actually take action while we're coaching you. Okay, so why do you need this boot camp? That's one question. It doesn't have to be long sentences, could be just one word. All right, but these applications need to be submitted to one of our inner circle. Okay, so why you need this boot camp? What is the F word that you need to grow on or into? Which F word is where you need growth right now? Okay, so we want you to, that's the second question that needs to be answered. And the third question, what's the consequence of you not being accepted into the boot camp? How is that going to be if you don't receive the training from us in this boot camp? what's the consequence? Is there's going to be a detriment to you by not being accepted? Okay, because this is something that everybody needs. But are you willing to put your hand up and go, I need it, and I don't want to even think of the consequence if I don't get in? I need to get in, right? That's what we want to see, because by you drawing that line in the sand and committing to yourself and your family or whoever it might be, and understanding that the consequence of not showing up is actually going to be so detrimental that you will show up every single week without fail and do the task that you've assigned to do. Okay? This is about burning the bridges, burning the bridge. This is about leaving all that stuff behind, clean slate, new year, let's go, let's rock and roll. You will not leave behind, but we will not leave you behind, and we don't want yourself to leave you behind. Remember what Ali said, if it's meant to be, if it is to be, it's up to me. And we're providing a platform for you to achieve that. So in saying all that, get your questions to one of your inner circle members. Inner circle, is there anything that you guys want to add that I may not have touched on? Appreciate you all, love you all, and it's just incredible that we're going to be having this boot camp for everyone to tap into.
Yes, freaking fantastic. There's another 2Fs.
Awesome. Any other inner circle want to add anything? Feel free. Some inspiration towards the end.
I think Carrie asked, when does it start? It starts this Saturday in Australia and Friday night in the States, correct?
Yes. Yeah, this week. Yeah. So maybe we have a cutoff by Wednesday. This Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Kari's getting her app in. Awesome. So thank you, everyone. It has been a long call, but we're all super excited, and we appreciate you for sticking it through, and we will get the recording to those people who you want to send this to, because the people, it's not only about you joining, right? If you've got a team or prospects that want to get started before the blueprint starts, because they get exclusivity to 6- and 7-figure earners for a 6-week period that is absolutely free, then 100% they want to take advantage of that, right?
Guys, be honest with yourself. Opportunity's knocking at the door. Don't turn your back on it. People constantly say, I don't have the opportunity to do something. I don't know. Where do I go from here? What do I do? That's what's happening now. It's right here, right now. Opportunity standing here. It's up to you guys. Open the door and let it in, or stand back and watch other people grow, because that's what this is about. And it's about taking it to the next level. It's about learning off people that have the knowledge, have the experience, and guess what? They've made the mistakes. These people can turn around and tell you guys what mistakes not to make and avoid making those, and just fast track yourselves so much.
Absolutely.
So open that door.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's go. See you all on Friday night or / Saturday morning Australian time. We love you. Thanks for joining the F Word, and we're super excited to catch you all again soon.